And there have been other people that have been intercepted on their way to kill Trump.
Tell your family to prepare. That's not a slogan, it's a warning. Elon Musk has subtly woven into his recent comments about America's economic future.
It's not about good people versus bad people. It's a bullshit shell game.
When he talks about President Donald Trump tariffs and border control, Musk is less interested in politics and more focused on the potential economic disruption such policies could bring.
Why did that guy try to kill Trump and almost succeeded? Why did he do that?
While not officially aligned with any political faction, Musk has offered nuanced and sometimes provocative opinions on the MAGA movement and its broader cultural impact.
Then you're kind of in like, well, he's Hitler. We should assassinate Hitler, shouldn't we? Like, I mean, why did that guy try to kill Trump and almost succeeded? Why did he do that?
Well, I'd like to know that.
Well, yeah, but
that one's crazy. You know the whole deal with that guy's house, professionally scrubbed, no footprint on the internet, no social media footprint.
Yeah, there's 0% chance that he has no social media footprint.
He was in a BlackRock commercial. Yeah, so it hasn't been released yet.
There's no way.
Yeah, you would find out. And here's the real question: like, what could even be in there at this point that they haven't cleared out? If you've got paperwork from 1963, like, what is in there still? What is in there that could possibly be incriminating that supposedly Trump said that if you saw what they showed me, you wouldn't release it either?
He doesn't deny Trump's influence or popularity, but he raises an eyebrow at the broader consequences of isolationist strategies.
The way it is right now with Trump back in after all that happened to him, and with you there, and with RFK Jr. and Tulsi and Kash Patel, it's like, this is a wild time to find out what's really going on. That's like never happened before. This is nothing like the first term.
He wanted to, I think he was trying to get at Trump and maybe me and a few others. He stole like 500,000 tax returns. Yeah, like not a few, like it's a lot of tax returns.
No,
you can just read about it online. It's a real thing.
Yeah, so it hasn't been released yet.
There's no way.
Yeah, you would find out. And here's the real question: like, what could even be in there at this point that they haven't cleared out? If you've got paperwork from 1963, like, what is in there still? What is in there that could possibly be incriminating that supposedly Trump said that if you saw what they showed me, you wouldn't release it either?
In Musk's view, heavy tariffs and strict border controls aren't just bad economics.
To luxury hotels in New York, your tax money went to pay for illegal aliens in luxury hotels in New York from an agency that is meant to help Americans in distress from natural disasters.
Right, and I would like to know how
up.
much. And I would like to know how much they spent on North Carolina and how much they spent on Maui.
Yes, exactly. What's actually happening is they're buying voters. That's really what's happening. It's like a giant voter fraud scam. They're importing voters, and it's really just a matter of time. So, like, if a lot of people have trouble believing this, but the more you look at it, the more you will realize just how much of a problem this is, and how it's not just real. It is an attempt to destroy democracy in America. That's what, in my view, it is what it really is. Like, if you take the sort of 7 swing states, like, often the margin of victory there is like maybe 20,000 votes. If you put 200,000 illegals in there.
Musk went on to suggest that U.S. policy has created a feedback loop.
And they have like a 80% likelihood of voting Dem. And it's only a matter of time before they become citizens. Then those swing states will not be swing states in the future. And if they are not swing states, we'll be a permanent one-party state country. Permanent deep blue socialist state. That's what America will become.
And that was the game plan.
That was the game plan. That is still the game plan.
And so
they almost succeeded. If the machine of which the Kamala puppet was the representation had won, that's what would have happened. The reason I went so hardcore for Trump was because to me, this was a fork in the road, like a very obvious fork in the road.
Universities raise tuition, government regulations, grow heavier malpractice lawsuits, increase. Musk has acknowledged that the core idea behind Make America Great, again, resonates with many Americans who feel left behind by globalization, automation, and what he calls the ideological capture of elite institutions.
If they had another 4 years, they would legalize enough illegals in the swing states to make the swing states not swing states. They would be blue states. Then they would win the presidential. They'd win the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They would then make D.C. into a state. Maybe Puerto Rico, get 4 extra senators, pack the Supreme Court. So then you'll have the House, Judiciary, Senate, and presidency, all blue. And then they will keep importing more illegals to cement that outcome. Basically what happened in California.
Jesus Christ.
It would have been the end. That's why I went so hardcore for Trump. It was otherwise been the end. And that's why the Democrat machine is so intent on destroying me.
Meanwhile, large hospital networks quietly lobby for looser immigration rules to meet staffing needs with cheaper labor. According to Musk, the U.S. healthcare system has become dangerously reliant on immigrant labor. Not out of strategic diversity, but because the system has made it financially and mentally impossible for many young Americans to enter the profession.
It's just so fascinating that people can't see this.
I mean, I invite people to do their research. The more they do their research, the more they will see that what I'm saying is absolutely true. It's like, just do the research.
Yeah. It's such a bad idea, even for the Democrats, which is what they don't understand. Like, it's the same
it's not
people.
ultimately going to work out.
No, it's the same people.
Yes.
It's just they're doing it under the guise that they're the kind, compassionate, progressive people.
Yes.
But the same outcome takes place. It's just about control. They probably institute some central bank digital currency and some social credit score system. And then
censorship, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well, that was the big fear coming into this election, was that if they can't censor things like... we talked about it before, but there was 2 major forks in the road. The big one was Trump didn't get shot.
Yep.
The other big one was you buy Twitter.
Yeah.
And if those 2 things don't happen, the whole world looks different.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want to be on that timeline.
No, we don't want to have only one side represented, because guess what? They will hijack that side, whatever it is. They will hijack that side and use it for money and control, and that's what it's all about.
It's a system designed to maintain dependence, he added, not to empower citizens.